Hello everybody, welcome back for Shadowrun episode number 2. Hopefully I have the volumes all set up and all good to go. Yeah, that last episode was really loud. So, let's continue where we left off. I'm not going to reread the splash screen there. Suppose you can check it out at the end of the last episode. But here we are. New objective, ask the coroner about Sam Watts. Oh, Sam. Nice waiting room. Can you actually use things that aren't labeled? I'm in the... Is that like a thing? I'm in the back! No, I can't do a radio. I mean, I could, but I have to cover my mouth, and I don't know how that would work for the mic. So, that's that, I guess. I feel really slow. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic. Minty fake fresh. Ah. A clue. Can I zoom out? Yes. Should probably do that. Is there anything that I can access in here? Is that the alleyway out back? What was that? Oh, that's me. Haha. Anything back over here? I wonder if there are actually secrets in this game. Well, alright. Let's ask the coroner. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be the stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. I don't really see kindly when I look at that picture, but whatever. Dresden. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. Is that what he sounds like? And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? God, I hope you're the coroner. I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise's area coroner too. And you are? Stud Beef Pile. I'm here about Sam Watts. Stud Beef Pile. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. No one you've ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts. There you go. He fixes you with a hard gauge. Careful, friend. I can have Lone Star here in 2 minutes. Now, what makes you think I know anything about Sam Watts? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. I didn't say murder. No. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. Why would the press catch wind of it? What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens? So who told you that he was dead? Sam did. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Sam did. Wow, who would say that? Really? Let's see. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. Fascinating. Ah, follow him. He's running. He's running. I was just back here. I didn't recognize him. Whatever. Tell me more, sir. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Sounds grisly. Emerald City Ripper. Yes, explain. He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He, or she, always removes the internal organs from the victim. An internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Delicious? A trophy hunter? I'm psychotic? Watts's liver was clearly cut out. Well, thanks, Doc. I think even I could tell that. Let's see. Whiz. What else? Was that whiz or... Is that like wizard? Wizard! Anyway. How about the other lucky contestants? Great. The first victim's heart was missing. The third had his spleen removed. Had the spleen removed. Dresden, get out here! Hey, it's an... Oh, no, that's an orc. Stupid orcs. Uh-oh. Yes, allow me to investigate. I'm here about the new Rippervic, Sam Watts. Oh? What about Sam Watts? Sam's body is half covered in a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there is a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dry blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Look at the credit stick. Cred stick? It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what was on it without slotting it. I'll take it. $300. I'm gonna get in trouble for this, aren't I? You slot the cred stick into your PDA. $300 is added to your account. Great. 300 new yen, I should say. Let's see. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes it a bit in your hand. Gross. Look at the handwritten note. You can see only part of the note, given the torn-off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we are arguing. We have been long to say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Put down the evidence bag. Oh, great. Get to have a conversation with an orc. Just what I wanted to do when I woke up this morning. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusk, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. What does aftershave have to do with all that other stuff? So this new Rippervic, Watts, name's familiar. Did his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. What? He chortles. Is that a laugh? Right. Come on, she offed herself. Oh, I see. It was mysterious circumstances. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand, an elf. That knows its way around a scalpel. Is it you, Dresden? What was the alarm for? He's a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Found one. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. There's an You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. Finally notices me? Really? Okay. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Yeah, I did note that. Who the hell are you? I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. Well, new in town. You're the welcoming committee? Strength 4. None of your business, lumpy. Do I really think I could intimidate a detective? I guess with a strength of 4, I might as well do it. You're the detective on the case. I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding the killer. Yeah, because the detective's really interested in finding the killer. Ha! None of your business, Lumpy. His face contorts into a hideous snarl. You're funny, troll. Maybe we'll find another time to do a little dance later, you and me. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Somehow I think I'm going to get blamed for this murder. Get out of here! Run away, stupid orc! What should we do next? I got an idea. Let's have a conversation. What do we have here? Ooh, added. Basic medkit. Awesome. Just what I needed. Because I have yet to be shot. Oh, I can talk from a distance. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. I don't do friends. Well, he didn't really seem like my type. Sarcasm! He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You're really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor. A job's a job, and this one pays better than most. I'm gonna bring his killer to justice. At least, street justice. Yeah. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. What? McCluskey? McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor. After a fashion. You have honor after a fashion. Anyway, I try to honor the dead in my work. So we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but somebody with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? Yeah. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of new yen, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days? Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the similar chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. What? Thanks. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. I still need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Karma gained. Ask the coroner about Sam Watts. Finally, Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Do you know where the murder site is or not? Okay then, I'll go do that. Open the morgue drawer! Holy cow, there's all kinds of new stuff. Basic med kit. Basic med kit. Man. I can get beat up pretty good. Cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. 21 degrees Celsius is a little warm, isn't it? The morgue drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal a fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. What? Whoa, easy there. Jake Armitage. What the... In one quick move, he jumps out from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 in the morning yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, didn't expect you to be so alive. What do I look like? A damn alarm clock? You were just sleeping in a freezer? A freezer for dead people? Don't tell me you haven't considered it. Cheaper than a coffin. Cheaper than a coffin hotel. And the service is just as good. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? The latest Ripper victim, did you know him? I'll ask the questions. Where the hell are you doing? Or what the hell are you doing in a morgue drawer? I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. The last Ripper victim, did you know him? Sam, huh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then. Over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John! Is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up. Might be sizing me up? I'm like 4 times his size. But it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. The name's Jake. And you are? Call me Stud Beef Pile. I'm waiting for an ending to your story. Nice to meet you, Jake. Yeah, whatever. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging around at the Seamstresses Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn. Maybe I need some soy calf? After all, John, could you grab me a cup? Is that like soy coffee? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Ew. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off of my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that it didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though. And that's the last I saw him. Until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. What was your last stay in this place? You've done this before? It's a long story. I ended up in the morgue more than the average guy. Great. Yeah, Jake, he's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you get a free night stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing a liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you could handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night. Trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. Great. What do you say? It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming... What? Yeah, because I really trust new people. I don't work for free. I fight. I get paid. In Nguyen, not tours. I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. I definitely don't pack some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon. Give me a pistol. I'm good with a shotgun. Happen to have... No. Got a rifle. No guns for me. Melee's my game. Did I say melee? Melee. It's my game. Baseball bat. Awesome. I could have gotten a free gun. I probably should have just gotten whatever gun was most expensive, sold it, and bought something else. Anyway. All I've got here is a baseball bat, but you look like you could handle yourself. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute. Tell me some more about these gangers first. If you're buying, do I really want to read more? Oh, God. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treat very much. Around here, they're led by a troll oh, great, another troll named John Paul. Really? He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. I got a party member. We can leave whenever you're ready. Great. Is that really it? We're good to go? There's nothing else? I'm just supposed to walk outside? Don't have to talk to anybody? It would be really nice to finish this episode with a battle. Is that going to happen? Can you get out back? Like... Can you rotate the camera? No. Okay. Well, we'll just run out this way then. I wonder if I have to change his equipment or if he's all set up. Guess we'll find out. Let me get out of here. Head out into the Barrens. Confirm. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barren. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, and a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for a mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of the organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. Mission. Jake's safe mag card. Oh, I've got that one. Find Jake's stash. Alright. I'm ready. Should I just make this a talking episode? Yeah, why not? Let's just make this a talking episode. Anyway, that was episode 2. Hope you like listening to me read, or this is going to be a torturous playthrough. So, thanks for watching.